Hello, y'all. Do you recognize the setup? Because you might have seen it on hiccups. Tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw, the May 24th, 2021 edition of Raw. Yes, 1 week later, guys. For the second week in a row, I was in the Thunderdome yet again, and it was a blast. I had an absolute blast. Honestly, it was 10,000 times better than last week's. And that's saying something, because I had a blast last week, but this time I'm sitting in a chair. Last time I was sitting on the floor crossing my legs. And today, the Thunderdome, my Thunderdome experience got off to the rockiest of all starts. My freaking internet on the laptop, just on the laptop. It was all good on the phone and the TV for the most part. It just stopped. The internet stopped right before call time. And I was furious, man. I was absolutely furious, like so much. In fact, I actually got a recording, like a video of me, like ranting for a few seconds, about, and I filmed it on my phone, about, how angry I am that the internet is out, when it was past my call time, and beware strong language.
My fucking internet's being a fucking dog!
Yeah, I told you, man, I was absolutely furious. I know, like I said, strong language in that clip. I said effing C loud, even with my mom in the house. She was asleep. I'm kind of surprised I didn't wake her up. Yes, I was furious about the internet being out earlier today at the worst timing, of course. Man, in a way, like, I somehow got back. I don't know how I got the internet back on. I just reset everything, restarted the laptop, and I could have sworn they said that, that the links that they send you for the Thunderdome are like a one-time, you only get to click them once thing, and I had no choice but to click out of the Thunderdome several times. In fact, I actually tried the Thunderdome on my phone because the internet on the computer was out, and then after a whole bunch of resetting, it actually did cut out during Raw itself today, which really stressed me out so much. It was actually during the Kofi Kingston versus Drew McIntyre match that was on tonight, and the internet just cut out. And then I didn't like burst out in anger like I did before at my internet going out, but I tried to keep calm, even though on the inside I was like, I had a rush of stress just flowing throughout my whole body, man. And I just restarted, and this time I went back on the laptop, and it was all good. And like I said, heck, I was even on the Thunderdome with my phone, and I took a screenshot while I was trying to get on the Thunderdome via the phone. I'll show it right here. I'm glad that I managed to get the freaking internet on the laptop working again. I don't know what the heck happened, man. Like I said, it actually cut out again the internet during the show. I think I hear my mom leaving to probably go pick up some stuff from the store. Let's see, is my mom leaving? You can see the car. You saw the car, didn't you? Careful, mom. Yeah. Yeah, and I think the servers like on the phone, like, couldn't pick up the Thunderdome app or whatever. Because like, it just stopped working. And I was furious, and then I was just like, alright, I have to get the laptop internet working again. I don't know how. I was stressed to my core thinking about it. But man, thank God that I didn't hold the phone up for 4 freaking hours, okay, just to be in the Thunderdome for Raw. That would have been hell, alright? Oh my gosh, and plus, I'd probably have to charge the phone in between commercial breaks. Even then, who knows if the whole thing wouldn't, like, cut out from the battery going out. It's like, dang, man, far out. But man, of course, after the internet cut out, during the Drew McIntyre versus Kofi Kingston match, even then, like, that was the last time it did it, okay? After that, I was all good. I missed the ending to Kofi versus Drew. I actually, like, when I was trying to get the internet back going again, I actually went to the Hell in a Cell 2021 Wikipedia page to see if there was a result for if they had the Bobby Lashley versus either Kofi or Drew match, and it was like and there was nothing there, not even. And I was like, what? And then I went, it must have been a no contest or something, and it was. I wasn't in the Thunderdome when it happened, but yeah, it went to a no contest. Bobby Lashley accidentally got attacked by Kofi and Drew, and then he got mad. He and MVP attacked Drew and Kofi, and yeah. Next week it'll be Kofi versus Drew again. And if Drew or MVP, not Drew, if MVP or Bobby Lashley interfere, then they'll be suspended for 90 days without pay. Pretty sure Drew's going to win that, but hopefully he doesn't win a Hell in a Cell, because I love Bobby Lashley. Alright. And like I said, and by the way, guys, if you see me, like, doing thumbs downs during these Thunderdome shows, or you see me, like, booing a wrestler that I obviously do like, because because of me praising them in my videos, that's because of the host guy, the Thunderdome host guy, who talks to you through the audio. For those who remember on my last review, he tells you to boo certain people and to cheer certain people. So, yeah, all right. So, I'm happy to be part of the show. I'm like, look, I made it this far. I'll do what he says, okay? Even though I'd much rather be cheering Bobby Lashley, like I want to, which I am on the inside, I'll do what he says, okay? I'll do what the moderator says, because I'm happy to be here, and yeah. But before Raw started, actually, somehow I made it in time. Despite 30 minutes. It was like literally 30 minutes trying to get the internet on. 30 plus minutes. Like, somehow, I made it in time for Main Event. Yes. We recorded Main Event, before Raw started. And, I was very ecstatic to be part of my first Main Event show. I don't think I've ever actually watched an episode of Main Event in full. But from what I've seen of Main Event, it actually looks like a really fun show. I remember Natalya versus Liv Morgan on Main Event last year, WrestleMania rematch, and Natalya was like, I told her that. That was a dang good match. The Shield versus Wyatt, awesome match, and guess what? You won't believe the awesome match that I was a part of in the audience for Main Event tonight, and it was Ricochet versus Mustafa Ali in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I was in the virtual crowd for that. My first 2 out of 3 falls match live. I'm ecstatic. I'm so thankful for that. And it was a fun match, okay? I'll go to that afterwards. After this, hopefully I remember. Um, but the first fall actually ended in a um, count out. Ricochet got counted out, so Ali won the first fall. The second fall happened when Ali shoved the referee into the ropes, and that's how Ricochet got his first point. And then Ricochet did a big ass knee to Mustafa Ali for the third and final fall. Ricochet defeats Mustafa Ali in a 2 out of 3 falls match on Main Event, and I was in the virtual crowd for it, and I'm so thankful for that, man. It was just so much fun to see that. Um, and um, and I got a screenshot. Yes, your boy got a screenshot of himself. It's not the best screenshot, okay? You can barely see me because my Thunderdome avatar thing is covering myself. You look there on the screen when I put the screenshot up. You look there and you can see like my Thunderdome avatar thing, and you'll also like see me on the show. It's like right there. I hope I can describe it well. If you see the screenshot, you probably know what I mean. So, did you see me? If not, then I'll circle where I am. My mom just got home, by the way, when I stopped recording. Not that that really matters to you, but yeah. Also, I got more recordings of the Thunderdome host's voice, the moderator's voice. Like I said, nice guy as usual. I managed to get a recording, like 3 recordings actually. One of them uh, went 5 minutes because I because I forgot to stop recording. But like the first one here was was before Raw started, so yeah.
I'll let you know when we're doing that. And then 8 o'clock, live, USA Network, Monday Night Raw. Got a great show for you guys tonight. I'll talk to you guys before that again. And then we'll have some fun tonight.
I'm glad that I actually managed to get him saying this on recording, but I learned something new about the Thunderdome this week, and that's that I was actually wondering it myself. I was like, are you allowed to eat/drink during the show? And I found out that he himself said in the recording I'm about to show you that that they prefer you eat/drink during commercials, which is understandable. I understand that. And there's also a lot more to the recording. In fact, there's possibly a few minutes even. So, yeah.
Empty, and we're going to kick you guys out if we don't want to do that. Let's try to keep our eating and drinking to the commercial break. Alright, once again, not a great look, you guys eating on camera. Also, please make sure that your camera lens is, it's not shooting up or down on you. Once again, not a great look for TV. Please sit up straight, no laying down. Once again, not a great look on TV. I want to get you guys looking as good as we can. And remember, have some fun, be animated. The more you guys are, the more camera guys are going to shoot you, the more you're going to see yourselves on camera. Alright, we got about 2 minutes to Monday Night Raw. So if you guys want to take a minute now, go hit the restroom, grab something to drink real quick, and come back in about a minute. And we will be off to the race. Alright, we're 1 minute away from going live. 30 seconds away. Everybody, let's get back into our seats, please. We got our opening, and then we are going live into the Thunderdome. And as you guys heard during that cut-in, we are starting the show with the WWE Champion, Bobby Lashley. So tons of energy for Lashley's MVP, and we are on the air. Five, four, three, two, one, and we are live in the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Tons of energy coming out to start the show, everybody. Good job, you guys look good out there. Big boost
Boo!
for WWE Universe.
Boo!
It is
Yes, that was pretty long, I know. But yeah, yeah, and there was probably more after that, but I decided to cut it, in case too much of Raw's audio gets on. But yeah, like I said, I told you, I didn't realize I had recorded that actually. That he tells you who to boo, he tells you who to cheer, and all that. But yeah, and yeah, and then both Drew and Kofi came out, saying, hey, Kofi's like, hey, I pinned you last week. I deserve a WWE Championship match. And then Drew's like, hey, you wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for me, And then the match was made official, Kofi versus Drew, and the winner faces Bobby Lashley. At Hell in a Cell. And then, and then my thing cut off. It cut off when Drew and Kofi were fighting on the outside. I think Drew had Kofi in like a suplex position, But yeah, the rough beginning is almost over, thankfully. And then I had no idea who won what. And then when I finally got back on, it was Rhea Ripley versus Nikki Cross in a 2-minute beat the clock match. So tonight, I was in the audience for my first live 2 out of 3 falls match and my first live beat the clock match. 2 matches I don't think I ever thought I would be in the audience for. That was amazing. Very thankful for that. But the good news here is once the internet came back on when it was Rhea versus Nikki, everything was smooth sailing for the rest of the show up to that point. All right. And then, to my delight, Asuka versus Charlotte was happening for the second freaking night in a row. The second episode of Raw in a row. And I was so happy about that. Charlotte won this time, which pissed me off. The guy was telling us to boo Charlotte, which I was more than happy to do. And then she gets announced as Rhea Ripley's challenger for Hell in a Cell. And that's some bull crap, because last week Asuka defeated Charlotte. And this week Charlotte defeated Asuka, but Asuka doesn't get the same championship opportunity match. That's some bull crap. Yeah. But yeah. But the awesome thing here is, it was here that I saw myself in the crowd, and from this point on, in that same position basically, for the whole night, I saw myself in the crowd so many times tonight, and I was there on screen for pretty much the entire show, the rest of the thing, and I'm ecstatic. And despite the crazy, horrible start, it was a blessing in disguise, because I think the reset might have gotten me into that position in the Thunderdome, possibly when I had to restart the internet. Holy crap. It's like that What Culture video, 10 big problems that actually made movies better. In that video, there was two things that stuck out to me in that video specifically. Problems that made everything better, actually, in the long run. One of them, of course, would now be my internet cutting out, because it got me to be seen throughout the whole freaking show when I got back on, that is. But in that video, there was Harrison Ford having diarrhea on the set of Raiders of the Lost Ark, and that's what got the scene where he just shoots that guy. The other being the Jaws, the shark in Jaws, not working sometimes, so they improvise the POV shots to be the shark. And man, that was a problem that made everything better. The thing about my internet on the laptop cutting out, and also I said that, and I took a screenshot of it. I was like, I figured I'd, screenshot the moment that Rhea versus Charlotte was announced for Hell in a Cell, a pay-per-view that I hope to God that I am in. Ironic because of the pay-per-view name. Hope I didn't offend anyone by saying that. Apologies if I did. So yeah, I screenshot the moment that Rhea versus Charlotte was announced for the next pay-per-view. And I got some incredible comments on that post, actually. Like, dang. Especially this one from Eloise, who I've talked about in much older videos before. But, yeah. Her brother's best friend was engaged to Rhea. Small world, man. Small freaking world. But, yes, man. I was seen throughout the whole freaking show, and I was so happy about that, man. This video is actually running quite long, so I'm going to show all the screenshots I took, even if I technically already shown them. And, I really did have an absolute blast, man. It was amazing. Today's episode of Raw was way better than last week, especially because I was seen throughout the whole show so many times, obviously except for the time my internet cut out on the laptop. I'll show all the screenshots and show videos I filmed today as well. Hopefully you enjoyed those. And like there was so many great stuff. Cedric Alexander versus Shelton Benjamin. I'll quickly talk about some matches. The main event, I saw the same match 2 weeks in a row. Two of the same matches 2 weeks in a row, actually. That and the main event, which was that being Asuka versus Charlotte, sorry, and the main event being the women's tag team championship match, Natalya and Tamina defending against Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. That was it was fun to see that match again. That was the main event, and my favorite match of the night. And there's probably matches that I'm forgetting, segments that I'm forgetting, and just letting it out there. If you're like, how could you forget this epic match? I'll probably be like, I forgot, okay? But my favorite match of tonight would have to be Matt Riddle versus Xavier Woods. I was excited for that match, but I did not expect it to be as awesome as it was. Holy crap, it was awesome, man. And there was this one thing, I forgot exactly what happened, but there was this one move I remember being a suplex type move that was so awesome, and I don't think I've ever seen that in a wrestling match. So much fun. Oh, AJ Styles versus Jaxson Ryker. I saw my man, Jaxson Ryker, wrestle live, and he defeated AJ Styles, pinned him 1, 2, 3. That was awesome. That was an awesome victory. My favorite moment of the night, though, my favorite moment of the night being Jaxson Ryker defeating AJ Styles, and my favorite match of the night being Xavier Woods versus Matt Riddle. Now, hope you enjoyed your boys' Thunderdome review, WWE Raw, May 24th, 2021. Raw review. Enjoy your boys' screenshots, and some of these screenshots weren't me in the Thunderdome. Some of them were just nice screenshots that I wanted to take, and enjoy the videos that I filmed today on the phone as well. Hope you guys enjoyed your boys' Raw Thunderdome review yet again. I want to be in the Thunderdome for SmackDown. I want to be in the Thunderdome for every episode of SmackDown and Raw, and especially Hell in a Cell from this point on. Okay, I'm saying it right now. I want to. I want it. Okay, I want it, y'all. I want it. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of these clips and screenshots. This was my setup last week for the Thunderdome. Not anymore, because I don't want to sit on the floor. Here is my new setup. I'll be sitting there. I know it looks strange, but I want to sit in a chair, man. I don't want to sit on the floor. But yeah. I have to restart the laptop, which is pissing me off. Teeny bit worried how long it will take to restart, because my call time is in about 10 minutes. I'm just got out of the shower, by the way. In my John Cena shirt again. And yeah. That's the background. Got the window here because it's a little teeny bit hot. Probably because I was in the shower. And heat from lights too. On in about 4 minutes. That was scary just now. The internet effed up. But I restarted the modem. Hopefully it's all good now. Still a bit worried. But yeah, I should get ready now to sit there and yeah. So this is what it looks like before the show starts. Cool.
It's my business. My business is getting back the WWE Championship.
Big cheers, big cheers.
One last thing. I completely forgot about these, but I took photos. I took a photo of when I was on Main Event, like from here, not a screenshot, like you saw before. And the other photo, actually, the other one was a screenshot. Actually, the first thing I said was the photo. The second thing I'm saying right now is the screenshot. A screenshot of a photo, but I saw a friend of mine post on Facebook, results for Raw, and I saw myself in his photo. I'm not gonna point out where I am. You can look for me yourself, but I'll show both of the photos / screenshots. Here you go. Or maybe you can't really see me when I put that screenshot in Move Maker. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. This was way longer than I ever thought it would be, but I'm proud of this. And yeah, I definitely plan on being the Thunderdome much more. I'll definitely do more reviews of my Thunderdome experiences. And if I do make it to Hell in a Cell, which I really hope I do, I want that so bad. I won't actually review that till I get that show on DVD. Okay, because I'll review my Thunderdome experience of Hell in a Cell 2021 if I'm in, which I hope I am. But I'll review the show itself whenever it's out on DVD. If I make it to the Thunderdome for Hell in a Cell, of course. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Peace out, y'all.